adventure feels haunted. There's no time to lose. I have to hurry and find the Master Emerald.
We now join the adventures of Knuckles, already in progress. Hello everybody, it's me, your good friend Sparky, and Knuckles just found the shovel claw. You can dig into the ground or walls with it. Select dig in the action window. Or, just simply press the B button while you're in the air or on a wall. We are coming back to the Sonic Adventure 2 Chronological Let's Play, catching up with Knuckles, who hasn't shown up for a while, and has just been kinda off doing his own thing, I guess, looking for Master Emerald pieces. And he finds himself in Pumpkin Hill, probably the most famous and notable of the Knuckles stages in this game. Mostly for its background music. That's one thing I didn't get a chance to mention with Knuckles before, is that all of his background music tracks are raps in this game. And they are glorious. Pumpkin Hill, of course, being the most famous of them. Probably next to Knuckles' next stage. That's a pretty close second place, but we'll talk about that when we get to it. And, Knuckles just, hasn't been in this game. And for the vast majority of the beginning of Sonic Adventure 2, at least, as chronological placement is concerned, Knuckles is just not involved in anything that's going on. Even after this, it takes him another full stage before he finally actually meets up with anyone else that isn't Rouge or Eggman. But again, I guess we'll get to that when we get to that. It's just so bizarre how out of place Knuckles feels in this game for a while. He just has no idea anything has been going on. He has no idea about anything that was happening with Sonic getting arrested. He has no idea with what was going on with Tails and Amy trying to break him out of jail. He doesn't even have a clue that Prison Island exploded. It's just weird. It's a little weird from a narrative perspective. And you know what? I'm fine with it. It's just a part of the weirdness that makes me love this game so much. And hey, we get to go digging for stuff now, which is pretty cool. As I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to actually dig. There we go! Yes, the Shovel Claw does return from Sonic Adventure DX, as we've seen. And I've actually, throughout the process of doing editing and commentary and stuff on this, I've been re-watching my Sonic Adventure DX playthrough, and I was reminded that in that game, after we got the Shovel Claw, we did not have to dig for a single Master Emerald piece. We had to dig a couple times to get into levels and things like that, but not once was a Master Emerald piece buried underground. So already, as far as Knuckles' levels are concerned, Sonic Adventure 2 has the one-up on Sonic Adventure DX. Oh dear. This does kind of emphasize the point of kind of getting lost in these levels sometimes with how big they get. Even compared to Wild Canyon already, this is Knuckles' second level, Pumpkin Hill is a significantly larger space. But it does kind of show what the general design of these levels is, with their kind of divided into sections, so you can better try and manage your search while you're looking for things. But sometimes you get to points like this, where here I just had no idea where I was supposed to be digging. The Emerald Radar's going crazy. I thought maybe it was buried in the side of the wall here, but it turns out it wasn't, even though it was blinking red like mad. Emerald piece actually ended up being up here, as we can see with a little exclamation part above his head. Exclamation part? Point. Exclamation point. That's a difficult word to say. And even then, trying to find the exact location took a bit. But, there you go. Knuckles' second level in episode 8 of this series is done. And now Knuckles is off to do something else completely unrelated to the plot.
Shadow, what do you think it's like on Earth?
The professor said his life's work was dedicated to all of those who live down there. He once told that the reason for his existence was making people happy through the power of science.
Shadow.
Maria, I just don't know anything anymore. I often wonder why I was created, what my purpose is for being here. Maybe if I go down there, I will find the answers. Maybe. Maria.
Why so melancholy? That was so unexpected, so unlike you, Shadow, to come and rescue me. But your ability to use the Chaos Control certainly comes in handy.
You know, I didn't come to save you. I came back for the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah, but then again, that's not the whole story, is it?
Everything is ready to go!
Are you sure? We only have 6 of the 7 Chaos Emeralds, you know.
That's more than enough for the demonstration. So let's get the show on the road.
Citizens of Earth, lend me your ears and listen to me very carefully. My name is Dr. Eggman, the world's greatest scientist, and soon to be the world's greatest ruler. Now witness the beginning of the greatest empire of all time.
Look! Half of the moon is gone?
Eggman! Oh, that creep never gives up.
But how did he manage to harness all that energy?
It's got to be the Chaos Emeralds. Yeah, that's the reason they were looking for him. Tails?
The Chaos Emeralds are like magnets. They have the power to attract each other. I can use that to find where Eggman is.
Freeze! Put your hands up in the air and get off the ground!
I'll take care of the police while you try and find a way out of here. Find Eggman.
Got it! The 3 of you. That means me, too. Hey!
Tails, I feel like that Chaos Emerald could have come in handy on Prison Island. You probably should have mentioned you had it before now, honestly. And also, everyone, don't worry about the moon. I know it's blown up right now, or at least half blown up, but it gets better once Sonic Heroes comes along. Anyway, probably shouldn't be talking about future games right now. We're still focused on Sonic Adventure 2 here. After a very impressive display of power from the Eclipse Cannon, now our heroes have to figure out where the heck Eggman is and how to stop him from using that kind of power again. And it's Tails' job to kind of secure an escape route for everyone since the police and military are after them again. And he can do that with his handy-dandy Booster. Not the most creative name, but I'll take it. This allows you to hover when you're holding down the A button during a jump. So basically the same power that Dr. Eggman has from his one power-up. Though, this one kind of confuses me, honestly, because we've seen already, first of all, the tornado's a plane, right? So, it should be able to fly regardless, even though he's piloting it around as a mech right now. But we saw in its introduction that it already has the booster underneath it for like a slow descent down back to ground level. So like, why couldn't Tails just use that in this case? There's still a lot about Tails' gameplay that doesn't totally make sense. When you think about the capabilities that the tornado here shows, it feels like Tails should have thought about these things ahead of time, with extra firepower and the booster being used automatically. But you could make that same argument for Dr. Eggman too. He's a super genius, and yet he finds all his equipment upgrades just kind of lying around. Whatever, it's a video game, it's video game logic, who cares? It's still fun, it's still awesome. And, probably should focus more on the level here. This is only Tails' second level. And really, up until this point, most of the hero side was taking care of things done by Sonic. We only had the one Knuckles level before now, and we only had the one Tails level and the one Tails boss fight. So, it's a little weird how things are balanced out, but at the same time, you could still talk about how this game probably went through development changes to add in characters and stuff, maybe. So it might have been more Sonic focused at some point before this sort of format was decided on. So that might be why there's so many more Sonic levels. Also, there's really loud noise in the background on this level. That's because I forget what it's called, but there's a specific enemy that kind of shows up sometimes. It's just a giant plane and with a Gatling gun, and it makes a lot of noise and it's really annoying. But what's also annoying is getting attacked and hit by approximately nothing. I still can't really tell what happened there, but I've succumbed to my fate and fallen into the abyss. And I actually clumsily fell off one more time here, as you can see by my life count. But I will spare you the pain of watching that, because it's really kind of pointless and really kind of embarrassing. So why bother mentioning it at all? Well, I'm sure someone would notice that my life count went down by 2, so might as well be transparent about it. Oh yeah, Mission Street definitely wants you to really kind of get the hang of moving around as Tails. There's a lot of things you gotta jump over and hover over. Controlling the mech-style gameplay isn't really all that straightforward sometimes. It can be kind of clumsy, so levels like this are really good practice with that sort of thing. And as the level's wrapping up here, I should probably say, normally I'd do a cutscene comparison between the hero and dark side for the moon blowing up cutscene, but I checked, and trust me, it's exactly the same between both sides. We do have a little bit of bonus content that we can jump in on, though, after Tails' score is done being tallied.
I gotta do better next time.
I don't know, that seems kind of harsh to me. We've got one more upgrade that we can get for a character, specifically Knuckles. Going back to Wild Canyon to get a new upgrade for him after we've gotten the Shovel Claw. And probably not surprisingly, sometimes characters can kind of mimic each other with this sort of thing. It's Knuckles' Mystic Melody, which is a similar thing that happened with Rouge. We got her digging tool, and then we went back to her first stage to get her Mystic Melody. Just gotta glide over to this statue here, climb up the wall a little bit, and dig our way through this mural on the wall. And there it is! The Mystic Melody. it does basically the same thing it does for everybody. You change to the Mystic Melody, you press the B button to play the tune, or you just find one of these pedestals and play it. But, yeah. That's really all there is to that. Warps us back out. You can whistle into this pipe down here, and we can find a cute animal. Very nice. Anyway, that's gonna call it for right now. Thank you very much for watching this Sonic Adventure 2 Chronological Let's Play. This is your good friend Sparky, signing off. I'll catch you later.
Game select.